Good morning, viewers. Thought I would say hello and answer a question. The Lord Dobby will get you. Now, what is this fucking question you want to ask me? Has to see them means court mandated. Yeah, it is court mandated, mate. You'll find that when you go to court that you've got to prove that you're a father. Because you're not a father, you see. You've got to prove that you're a father. And all men are psychologically deranged. All men are crazy and insane. So they need a court reporter. They need somebody to write down on a piece of paper that they're not crazy. They're going to write down on a piece of paper that they're not insane, and they're not going to hurt anybody. They're not going to be a fear to the child. But really, in reality, ladies and gentlemen, it's a delay tactic. It's a delay tactic so that you don't see your children. That's all it's about. You've got to prove that you're a parent. You've got to prove that you know how to talk to your child. You've got to prove that you're not a psychologist. You're not a crazy person in the head. So yeah, they make you go and do it, ladies and gentlemen, and they don't just make you go and do one or two. Oh, no. You need ongoing fucking medical attention for the next 12 months, for the next 2 years, for the next fucking 4 years. You need to go and talk to a psychologist every 2 weeks because you're a crazy man. Why would you miss being a dad? Why would you miss your child? Why would you miss waking up in the middle of the night thinking about them? Why would you think about Christmas? What are you, crazy? You shouldn't be thinking about Christmas on your, to the child that you're missing. You shouldn't be thinking about them on the school holidays. You shouldn't be thinking about them at all. How dare you even do that? So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to prove to be a father because you're not automatically a father, and you've got to have a professional to tell the court that you're not going to do any harm to your child, that you're a good father, that you're a good person. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It's all fucking bullshit. You're not going to see your fucking child anyway. You're not going to get any fucking attention. You're not going to get any fucking Father's Day. No fucking happy father. No fucking nothing, cunt. You get fucking nothing. All you get is fucking more bills and more fucking things you've got to do. All these things you've got to accomplish. All of these certificates that you need. But in the end, they don't mean fucking shit because you don't see your fucking child anyway. And the minute that I raise my voice, the minute that I say anything out of place, I'm a crazy person. I shouldn't see my child. How dare I even want to see my child? How dare I? So yes, I've got to go to courts. I've got to go and prove this. I've got to go and prove everything. Because it's not good enough, is it, ladies and gentlemen? It's just not good enough. You'll never see your child. That's the whole point. I was sitting here thinking about it, and thinking about it. I shouldn't. I know that. It's not good to do that. But what does it benefit the child to not see their parent? Can someone explain to me? Like that's the parent, right? And they love their child and the child loves them. And what is the benefit to the child in not seeing their parent? How is the child not benefiting from seeing their parent? Why is it that there are so many men on TikTok that don't see their children? Why? They're on TikTok crying, they're on TikTok begging, they've done everything they possibly can. And, the ex-wife is still vengeful, she's still full of hate, she's still full of it all, and she will just not obey the order at all, just disregard it completely, and then wonders why, it all ends up the way it does. The child ends up as fucked up in the head as they do, and ends up in all the trouble in the future that they have. And the whole time that father or mother, wasn't able to see their child. Why is that? Why is that acceptable in today's society? Why does the government want to break up the family unit so badly and keep the father away from the children so badly? And it's not just one father. I mean, I wouldn't be saying anything if it was just one, but it's the majority of everything in the court. When I go to the court, there are so many men here that don't see their children. So many. And I'm wondering why. Why is the government and the court so good at keeping you away from your children, keeping them? They make you do so many things to prove that it just occupies your time and your money and your resources. It costs so much money to go and do these courses. It costs so much money to see this lady every 2 weeks. It costs so much money to have the report done, to have the psychologist done, to go and do the private contact centres are $800 a visit. They're $800 a visit, and they demand that you do 4 visits. Even if they don't work out, you've got to go and do 4 of them. And then if that doesn't work out, then you've got to go into this place over here and pay this lady to sit down with you and talk about why it doesn't work out, why it doesn't work, why haven't you seen her? Because it's your fault. You've done this or you've done that. They're looking for anything they can to keep you away from your child. Anything that they can get hold of. Anything that they can charge you for. Anything at all to keep you fucking quiet. Good evening, viewers. It's pretty late at night, the end of the week. I'm pretty tired, pretty sore. Do you see a psychologist? Fucking right I do, love. I see a psychologist, a psychiatric fucking person, whatever you want to call them, but I'm fucking there. There's my dates. Okay? There's my fucking dates. And you know why, love? Because I've got to fucking live with myself. That's why I've got to make sure that I can maintain my fucking psychological fucking mindset, because I've been absolutely mind-fucked for the last 4 or 5 years. So the amount of shit that I've had to go through to get where I am right fucking now, I go and see a psychologist. And I highly recommend it for you also to go and have a talk to him, because I think you might have a couple of problems in your life you need to discuss. But as far as I'm concerned, I go and see them, love, because I have to go and fucking see them. Just to try and keep my mind correct, try and keep me on path. Because, I find it incredibly unfucking fair when it's actually school holidays, I've got fucking orders and nothing is obeyed. So, I get a little bit rampant in the mindset, you might say. I get a little bit pissed off. And as far as I'm concerned, it's like fucking Rocky 4. It's Rocky fucking 4 over here, mate, every fucking day. I've got to battle myself to get up out of bed, to go to fucking work, to do my hours with a smile on, to ignore the fucking shit that's going in my head. Yeah, I have to ignore all that. I have to fucking make sure that I maintain my mindset. Otherwise I go fucking crazy. I get depressed. I get fucking into a thing where I can't even get out of bed. I can't control what I fucking say. I can't control what I fucking do. So I have to go and fucking talk to somebody in order to unload the fucking shit that's been going in my life for the last 4 or 5 years. And if you know anything about me, then you wouldn't even have to ask me that fucking question, because without that lady's help, this particular lady's help, I would find it pretty hard, mate, to cope. All right? I would find it pretty hard to cope, because it's really, really unfucking fair, the family law court system that we have in Australia. It's fucking unfair. And that's just all it is. And then the rest of it is just life. How come I don't fucking deserve someone that actually loves me? How come I fucking had to do that and live my life that way? You got no idea what it was like to wake up alone every fucking day for 5 years. You got no idea what it was like to be ignored and be fucking the way treated and talked to the way you were for 5 years. To wake up in a fucking bed alone. To sleep on a fucking floor in a garage for 2 fucking years. So I have nightmares, love. I fucking wake up at night time fucking still thinking about the shit. I wake up at night time still dreaming about the fucking life that I used to have. So I fucking need someone. So there you go. There's your fucking answer to that question, alright? The rest of it, stick it in your ass. Good morning, viewers. It is a Sunday morning here. School holidays. It would be nice to be a dad. It's the one thing you think about when you get up in the morning. It's the one thing you think about when you go to bed. It's the one thing you think about all week. It's the one thing that really occupies your mind. And I've got to go and do things next week, and I've got to go here, and I've got to go there, and I've got to go and talk to this person and talk to that person, and I've got to maintain my mental, because how dare I even have these kind of thoughts? I'm a very bad person for having these kind of thoughts, how dare I think about, okay? So it becomes really hard, it's very depressing, it's not a very nice atmosphere. And, I've only got 300 more subs to go, and I can take it out on all of you cunts. Basically on TikTok. And that's why I'm here. So I'm coming. Look forward to meeting all of you. Because I ain't putting up with any of your bullshit at all. So all of these people on their TikTok lives and all of that, wait until they get a load of me. Wait until they meet Lord Dobby. Little Lord Dobby's going to come along and upset their little world, I think. So I'll see what happens down the track. The rest of it, ladies and gentlemen, we need to get up things and get it all happening. I'm going to get some merchandise happening, a little bit of Lord Dobby merchandise, I think, a couple of T-shirts, a couple of fucking hoodies, a couple of mucking coffee mugs. Yeah, we'll get that shit happening, mate, with my glorious self, of course, on the front cover. So I think that's going to be down the track a little bit. The rest of it, ladies, I just sit there thinking about it every day. Because it really bugs me, I really miss, and I really think about, and I think it's really unfair, and I'm trying to handle it the best way I can, and sometimes going a little bit apeshit on this app might help me, but I'll see how we go. Do my masks fit? Well, here you go. This is the second one that I've tried on today. So, fits beautifully. So not a problem, very comfortable to wear, not a problem to wear. So anyway, that's my masks. I hope you all have a good weekend. I hope you all have a nice time. I hope you're able to be a dad if you're a dad. I watched a really sad thing, TikTok this today about a dad, and, it's been 2.5 years and he's got 5 children that he hasn't seen. And he's done everything the court has asked him to do, and he still hasn't seen them, still has no, he doesn't have to obey it. The female doesn't have to obey it, his ex-wife. So it's really unfortunate that kids are in this position.